Hey there guys, BlackPanthaa here, and welcome back to DRIVECLUB once again, and today it is the time that I drive the Mercedes-AMG GT S. Now this is the replacement for the SLS, if you know about it. I've not really spoke about it much, and I think I'll now take this video to really talk about what my thoughts on this car are in general, along with driving it in the game and letting you know how it is. If you didn't know, it's actually free DLC in the game itself, so you can literally just pick it up from the store and download it, and play it, and drive around with it. And I've had a quick go of it. I did a drift event earlier in this car, because there isn't many events on the main progression you can use them on, but I'm guessing you can in multiplayer and such, obviously. So, we're going to go in the car now, and we're going to see how she does. Now, she sounds incredible, I'm not going to lie. I haven't driven the SLS yet, so I can't really say it's better than the SLS because, well, I can't say that because I don't know if it's true or not. And I've only tried it in rear view. I haven't tried it in the cockpit view, which I'm mostly going to be doing on this video because that's what I prefer on this game. I've tried, using rear view on normal events, but I can't do it. It has to be done in the cockpit view. But here we go. So for the start, I'll go in the rear view. So this is going to be kind of my lap to show you the car itself, so it looks pretty damn nice, doesn't it? Especially on this amazing looking game. So it kind of reminds you of the sound of the SLS. Like, if you know the actual sound of the SLS, it's very, very similar. But the whine is insane on this. It really is. So I'm going to be quiet for a second and let you listen to the car for a minute. And apparently, I'm the master of drifting, because that's how you drift. But look at the guy there; he's just so not interested in what's going on whatsoever. But this thing is rapid. I mean, visually, I honestly do prefer the SLS. The looks, the SLS are totally for me. But from driving this in this game, this actually reminds me of the handling of the SLS. It slides very well, as the SLS did. But once again, I can't completely say, as I haven't really driven the SLS on this game yet. So once I actually do drive the SLS in this game, I think I might do like a comparison video. I think that'll probably be the best way to go about it, I think. Well, I'll kind of like do a lap in each car and kind of compare the sounds and that sort of thing. I might do that. That'll be really interesting indeed. But anyway, we're going to do an actual lap here and try and do really well in this time trial. I doubt I'll do amazingly well, but I can give it a go. So that's what we're going to try and do. So I'm going to switch to the cockpit view now. Now, I've not driven the cockpit view in this car before. Keep that in mind while going through this time trial. This is the first time in this car for me, so I have no idea where the dials are because it's pretty dark anyway. But here we go. Racing around Norway time trial. I forgot the name of the actual track. I've got to like kind of be quiet though and listen for the revs because I have no idea where the speedometer. God, this car, like, it's very twitchy in a good way. Like, it's actually really controllable. It's so quiet though. Like, you'd expect it to be... Oh god, that was too fast. You'd expect it to be like loud and throaty, but it's really, really tame and quiet. The amazing feeling when you get a corner almost perfect in this game. No other game feels like that to me. No other game. The crew has the slight feeling of that, like the brilliant handling from the cockpit view. It's not brilliant handling on the crew, but it's up there. It's very difficult. This is like difficult in a sense that it's not hard. Like when you first put your finger on the trigger and start turning and stuff, it's really simple, but to get a corner absolutely flawless is like the best feeling in the world. And I've now figured out how the dials work, so that's always good news, mainly because they've lit up now. I can see where they actually are. This track's kind of weird because it's like it's very dark in areas because it's kind of surrounded by lots of ice, so that's probably like the main reason why. And you kind of can't see the dial because it still reads it as being light enough for you to see the dial, and I don't know. It's because I'm mainly not used to the car. That's mainly the reason. As you can see, it's actually progressing to nighttime now. I made the kind of speed go to 60 because I want it to be pretty damn quick with doing that. Oh, we're getting ahead. I should have changed gear earlier then, and I would have had a better advantage, but we're still doing good. I'm in no way a time trial guy. Like, I love time trials on this, keep replaying them so I get the best time possible. But I've never really been one to do that. Like, I usually hate time trials and such, of just trying to get the best time ever. Like, I'm not good at kind of cutting corners slightly to get shave a few seconds off and that sort of thing. I'm not that type of person. But I'm the type of person that will try to aim for first, and once I actually get it, you know, I'll be happy with it. And if I can't make it, I'll just give up. But on this game, I will literally sit there trying an event for half an hour until I get it right. You know, I get a brilliant time. I don't know what it is about this game, but it is just absolutely brilliant with that. And what do we get? Awesome, we got better than last time. I doubt we're going to get any better than that, but we can give it a go. It's now nighttime, so the track looks a little bit different. Oh my god, that was so close! I can see him in the rear view mirror. Just there, hunting me. Oh wow! Look at that! That is amazing. I did not expect that. I did not expect that at all. I think that was quick. I think that was way too quick. But we managed to carry the speed out of the corner and mess up slightly out of that corner there, but we're still ahead. You can't hear the engine really rev when it does on this in this car, like in the cockpit view. That's pretty cool. I like that quite a bit. Like, it's obviously I'd like to hear the roars of the engine and such, but I've heard a lot of all the cars in the game that I've driven so far. You can kind of hear the engines revving inside the cockpit view, and this one, it's kind of like it doesn't want you to. It wants to be very silent and subtle. It's absolutely crazy, but it wants to hide the fact that it's absolutely crazy. Until you go to the rear view and you hear those bloody pops. So what I'm going to do now is literally just do like a cool down lap, I think. You know, you heard the laps warming up the tyres. How about we cool down the tyres? That sounds like a good plan. Oh, this thing is lethal. I cannot wait to start driving this online and making my own design for it and such. But there you go. That is the new Mercedes in a game. Absolutely beastly machine. It is such a beautiful looking car. But at the same time, at the back, it kind of reminds me too much of a Porsche. Like, there's just something about it that I don't love, which kind of puts me off it in a way. But it's not a bad car, and I really do think it's an acceptable replacement for the SLS. Though I still prefer the SLS. That's my only thing here. But I guess I'd like to hear your thoughts down below. What do you think of this car? Do you think it sounds amazing in DRIVECLUB to start off with? I bloody do. And do you think it's a worthy replacement of the SLS? From the little you have seen of this car? Let me know down in the comments, guys, and I shall see you in the next video. Peace.